There we go.
The future in great health, and today, every day, responsible self. We're the fighters we fight for health. The future in great health, today, every day, responsible self. We're the fighters we fight for health.
Well, good morning. Good morning and welcome to My Help, My Mississippi. Listen, I'm Chef Charles, your host this morning. We're on WMPR 90.1, one of the stations that's in this nation that's helping us with great, healthy, helpful information. And you're tuned in to the number one show on the radio. Thank you so much for being faithful every Thursday morning. I hear you and I see you and I appreciate you. That's why we want to bring it every Thursday. Make a difference in your life for the rest of your life. So let me just start off by saying what I always say when I start out of a morning that, high blood pressure is not mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
Type 2 diabetes is not mandatory.
That's right.
And high cholesterol is not mandatory. We don't need to wear it like it's a badge of honor. However, if you're being treated for some of these illnesses, take your medication. We're going to provide you with some information that can make a difference in your life for the rest of your life so you can use food as medicine. So that's why I have with me today the greatest
Come on.
plant-based ball.
Yes.
My niecey.
Yes.
I want niecey. So if you hear me calling niecey, she's niecey, and I'm Unc. But we're doing some amazing things together, and we're gonna be bringing that to you. But I couldn't wait for today. Niecey, introduce yourself. Let them know about you, plant-based ball.
Hey, good morning. It is your girl, Regina L. Locken. I am a licensed certified social worker. I am the plant-based boss, and boss stands for BAWSE, and that is not BOSS. And it has a meaning, and I wanted to resonate with you. It stands for us becoming a well soul every day. Mm-hmm. In the work that we do, we want you to become a well soul every day. And so I am a lifestyle health specialist. I'm a coach as well. What is a lifestyle health specialist? I will make it very simple and plain for you. Uncle Charles said that high blood pressure is not mandatory. High cholesterol is not mandatory. Diabetes is not mandatory. Neither is carrying excess weight. It's not mandatory. And so, as a lifestyle health strategist, I understand that it is our lifestyle over time that has gotten us to where we are. And so my role is to partner, not take over what your doctor is doing, but to partner and walk alongside individuals, organizations, and communities so that we can begin to optimize our health.
And speaking of optimizing our health, just want to get you to do this right off the bat for our listening audience, but particularly those who can see us. Can you go on flex for us?
All right, so yes, we are going to flex because we are powered by plants.
That's right.
Whole food, plant-based, vegan. We're powered by plants. When we talked the other week and you said somebody had asked about where is that lady that flex? Here she is. She flexing in here. And if you can see my shirt, it says no flinch faith. What that represents is we've come to a point in our health, Uncle Charles and myself, that we no longer flinch when it comes to our health.
Oh no! Listen, it's too important, and I want to say to you all today, you don't need to flinch either, because other people will try and get you to do what they do, and that's just natural. My mom said it this way. She always would say, misery loves company.
Absolutely.
And so when people are doing bad, they want you to do bad too. Okay, but here's what I want you to get out of this. Nobody's gonna be offering you their liver, their kidneys, or their heart if something were to happen to yours.
That's right.
And so we have to take priority. And it's personal with me because I watched my mom on kidney dialysis and nobody was stepping up to the plate. And she said, Coralie, girl, I heard you need a kidney. I have two and you can have one of mine. Nobody was stepping up saying that. Okay. And I looked at that and I said, you know what? Boy, you don't have as many friends as she do. And if her friends ain't coming
if
up,
they not
you ain't gonna have nobody stepping up. And so I decided, you know what, I better take this personal. I gotta take care of my own. So I want to say to you, regardless of what type of medicine you're on, regardless of what you're eating, today is a different day for you. Be intentional. I want to give you a couple of words, and then I'm gonna ask Nisi a question here. But I want to give you 3 letters, BMI. And most people think when they think of BMI, body mass index, but that's fine too. But today is going to stand for be more intentional. I need you to be more intentional about what you're putting into your system, because your system is operating based on how you treat it. And if you put junk in, you're going to feel like junk. It's just, it just can't happen no other way, because it's operating based on the information that you're giving it, okay? If in your mind, if you're reading junk, listening to junk, and don't think you can make changes for your liver, your lungs, your heart, and they say you can't.
You can't.
Because what you feel like you can do is what you're going to do. But look, just making small changes can make a big difference, but it starts with the mind. So thank you for tuning in today, because we're going to give you some things that's going to make a difference again in your life for the rest of your life. You got the fighters, you got the boss.
You got the boss in here, and we are pulling up.
And we're coming up together.
Yes.
So we're titling this particular message, guys, and I'm going to share with you later on why. This particular show is called 2 Voices, 1 Mission, Transforming Mississippi Through Food.
That's right.
And you're going to understand why I'm saying that in a minute, okay? But the fighters stand for future in great health, today, every day, responsible self.
That's right.
And so we're responsible for ourselves, but we want to bring you some information because at least they've been taught wrong for so long.
Come on now, break it
and
down.
We want to make sure they get the correct information so that they can make some choices. So if you would tell them what inspired you to begin your journey toward a plant-based diet.
Yeah, so some that have been following may know, but to everybody that's new to me, I've been on this health journey over 30 years.
Wow.
And we'll talk about this later, I'm sure, but I'll be turning 50 in less than 50 days. And so I've been on this journey for over 30 years. Growing up, seeing what you saw, my grandmother was on dialysis. And so when you're a kid and you see your grandmother going to the dialysis clinic, coming back unwell, coming back tired, I thought that.
Yes.
And so we were eating good, or so I thought, we going to Big Mama's house every weekend. All of us, all the grandkids descended there. Yeah. And so seeing my grandmother on dialysis all those years was very impactful to how I began to evaluate things as I got older. And so when I graduated from college and came back home, shout out Alcorn State University, where I saw my very first cow in person. Go Braves. You got to be courageous to go out there. But coming back home, and I tell the story, same, plain and simple. I was listening to the radio, and a young lady was on there, and she said, "See me now or see me later." She was a mortician and she was a fitness instructor. So that's where I began to think about things. I didn't know between when I was a little girl up until that point that life could be different, because it was all I saw. You're going to put pork fat, pig feet. Those are just the things that you're going to have. Macaroni and cheese. You're going to have your white rice with your ketchup on your rice. Shout out to the ketchup on the rice, And so, but seeing that early on, and my grandmother being on dialysis, very unwell, loving, the biggest hearted, biggest giving person. So I started my journey when I came home from college, with what I had, with the information that I had. And so I have not had beef or pork since 1998.
Wow.
And that's when I graduated from the Alcorn State University. And so over time, I began to just, think I'm doing good. You do the best that you can. So no beef, no
with the
pork.
knowledge that you
With
have.
the knowledge that you have. Do something with the information that you have. And so that worked very well for me from that point up until I went to the doctor in 2010.
Okay.
And Dr. Kimberly Smith. And let me say this: I weighed less than 145 pounds. So don't get it twisted that conditions are associated with somebody being overweight and all the things. I worked out. I was a runner, running half marathons, running 5Ks, 10Ks. Wasn't eating beef or pork. But when I went to the doctor, she told me I was borderline high cholesterol. And so I began to think about Big Mama. That sounds like borderline means if I cross the line, something going to shift.
You close.
I'm close. And so that was a line I did not want to cross. I really thought about my grandmother a whole lot at that point in time. Like, you got to make some intentional decisions. You made some, but that's not enough.
Right.
And she gave me 3 months, not 6 months, not a year. She gave me 3 months and said, if you're not in a better position in 3 months, then we're going to be placing you on medication. And so I took the information so I wouldn't be on medication.
Yes.
And so my journey started because I did not want to be on dialysis. I did not, bless my beautiful, beautiful Big Mama soul. And sometimes people get that name Big Mama and they're not big, but Big Mama was big.
Yes.
She may have been 4'9", 4'10", and she was every bit of 300-something pounds.
Right.
And
was
so
the norm.
that was the norm.
My big mom was the same.
Yeah.
A little taller, but still.
Carrying a heavy weight.
Yes.
But she was my inspiration then. But when I learned that I was borderline high cholesterol and I was doing the things, I had to make some additional pivots. And so those were my founding points that I did not want to be on dialysis. That really, like, in my spirit, haunted me. There were just certain things that I did not eat because I was afraid that I would, because I did not have enough knowledge to know the full pathway to there.
Right. But that was definitely your wake-up call.
That was definitely my wake-up call, was her being on dialysis, and in 2010 getting that
you close to Big Mama.
I was close to Big Mama, and I did not want to take their route. So I really truly started making some intentional changes with my nutrition, reading. I started reading labels to the information that I had. Not just the front side.
Realizing what you were putting in your system.
Yeah.
I always say, I think it's so disrespectful to put stuff in your system and you don't even know what it is.
You don't know what it is. And now I just really educate people. If you can't pronounce it, then you don't put it in.
Because you don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. And so that was huge for me. 2010 was a pivotal year, mainly because I thought I was doing the things.
Yeah.
That's the part that was alarming to me, was that here I am. I was not overweight by standards,
right? But
I was unwell. And so I like to say, you can look well enough to live and be sick enough to die.
Yes. And Nisa, that is so good, because I was sharing with the students, and by the way, I teach class on Tuesday evenings for free, Food for Life class. So you can always go to my website and see when I'm sitting and I'm teaching those classes at myhelpmymississippi.com. But listen, I always tell people, and you just said it, we need to get the body in good nutrition condition. It doesn't matter about how skinny you are. If you're not giving the body the nutrients that it needs, you're gonna be deficient in some areas. So getting your body in good nutrition condition means that you're giving the body the things that it needs to operate with.
That's right.
Correctly.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
And you're going to give it some greens, your vegetables, you're going to give it some fruits, You're going to give it some of your grains and then your legume, which are your beans and your peas. These are 4 categories that when you know you're giving the body what it needs.
Yes.
Okay. Again, those are vegetables. Make sure you're getting those greens into your bloodstream. Okay. Getting your vegetables in and you're getting your grains. That's going to be your rice, your quinoa, and some form of corn. And then you're getting those beans and peas.
We ain't talking about white rice.
Oh no. So you know, if you're out and about, you always want to. The difference though between the white rice and
we got to educate to help.
Yeah. But the difference between the white rice and the brown rice is it's just like the white sugar and they strip all of your nutrients out of it. And when I talk about good nutrition condition, you tell them folks leave your food alone. You want to get the whole. Don't be stripping it, all my nutrients, and putting it in the trash, and then telling me to eat it just because it can stay on the shelf longer and cook quicker. I need those nutrients, you see, in me. It's like throwing fiber in the trash when I need it in me.
Yeah.
And so, point being, to your point, yeah. So get that brown rice in, but you gotta be what? Intentional.
Very intentional. BMI.
BMI.
Type that in the comments, y'all. Be more intentional.
Absolutely. And so, to your point, what you were saying, your weight was good.
My weight was good.
Based on body mass
index, my weight was good. You know, I'm very active in all the things. But if I hadn't, first of all, make sure you go to the doctor. If I had not went to the doctor for my appointment, kept putting it off, too busy, then where would I have been 6 months from the time that I actually went to see her? I wouldn't have been borderline. I'd have crossed the line.
Yes.
And so once you cross the line, it is such a mindset shift and a whole lot of extra work to try to reverse that thing. You know, but what we know is if it's preventable, because it is, then it's reversible.
Yes. Say that again, Nisa.
If it's preventable, then it's reversible.
And diabetes is
preventable. High blood pressure
is preventable.
Obesity
is preventable.
And high cholesterol
is definitely preventable. That's a sign that you're gonna be having a heart attack or a stroke. It's preventable.
It's preventable. It's preventable. And so being at, I was no longer at risk. I was borderline. I didn't want to cross the line.
Right.
So
too close. That's too close.
That was too close. And so she really got me together just with that conversation, a loving conversation. That's the other thing, having a practitioner that cares about you.
Yes.
And so having that loving conversation with me, and I made those shifts. And it has been a beautiful journey along the way, making additional shifts. So
after you made that shift, now how has your energy and how have you felt been different than the way you were?
Listen, I wake up on 1,000.
Y'all, she's not kidding now.
Listen, I wake up.
I would say 1,001, y'all. She's over 1,000.
Listen, I wake up on 1,000, and I'm just so grateful, you know, with some additional shifts. But I'm so grateful that you don't know how unwell you are because you've operated in that state for so long.
You kind of get comfortable.
You're comfortable with it, and you normalize being exhausted because I just like to burn the midnight oil. I just function better in that way. But when I tell you, I have more clarity. You know, when I'm able to have, I don't clap back in a negative way. You know how people like to clap back?
Yes.
I don't clap back like that, but I know how to speak quickly and think quick on my feet.
Yes.
And so when you put in the right things in your body, you clear out the cobwebs, you clear out the information, so you're able to think better. And so for me, my energy is like bar none on 1,000 all the time. I go live at 6 o'clock a.m. on Fridays, and I be wide open at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. So,
So Lisa, just start saying over 1,000.
Over 1,000? Over 1,000. I literally, not figuratively, I wake up like this. So I wake up like this, and so I'm so mindful of my energy. I just get on up and leave.
You work for it, though.
That's right. You know,
you work for your energy.
You got to drink your water.
Yes.
You know, and we fall off sometimes, but make sure you are hydrating every day.
Yeah, you got to stay hydrated. Yeah. Now, a lot of people, I'm glad you brought that point out because a lot of people are tired simply because they're not hydrated.
They're not hydrated and end up in the hospital because of
Yes.
dehydration.
Yes.
You got a $475,000 bill because you're dehydrated.
Right. Yes.
You know, so that can be prevented too.
It can be prevented.
Dehydration can be prevented too.
Mhm.
And so I just encourage people, like you said, BMI,
Mhm.
be more intentional.
Yes.
I had to make a decision
Mhm.
to be more intentional.
Yes. And because you are more intentional, you're not as easily influenced. When you go to places where people, and they will,
Yes.
look at you a little funny because you're
Yes.
not eating what they prepare or what
Yes.
they're eating.
Yes.
And they want to make sure that you are doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because misery, like Mom said,
Misery love company. But you know what? I ain't coming. So I recall when I worked at State Hospital, I worked at State Hospital for over 18 years, right? At 18 years. And you always having these work functions.
So you saw it on both ends at the hospital.
Mental health, I worked mental health. I worked UMC for 3 years. I saw the medical side of it. You have an appreciation for life when you go in there and you see people with, unfortunately, heart attacks and strokes, things that we know are preventable. And so I recall working at State Hospital and all the events, and this is anywhere you go, your job gonna have all these events.
Yes.
All these gatherings that we gather around food now. We're gonna celebrate everything, And so I would be, have some little names, like because I wouldn't eat the things. Or I would show up, we bought this specifically for you, but you didn't ask me what I ate. And so, now people know.
Right. You cross that line. There
is no. And so, no, I'm not tempted by fried chicken or wings or, and so I was recently asked that. So they don't bother you at all?
Yes.
I mean, no, it don't bother me at all. Matter of fact, check but verify. There are some foods in the United States that are banned in other countries that we eat. Right. Check but verify. Chicken being one of them.
That's right.
So it does not. I'm not persuaded. I am the influencer. I've come to that point to be the influencer and not to be influenced. And so my actions every day, being consistent over time, you begin to influence people. And so what I did was I observed over time what I did not want. And so I made some different decisions. And so, I can pull up
decisions that would help.
That would help optimize. Yes. I don't want to be 90 in a wheelchair. I don't.
Come on now.
I don't want to be pushed around, rolled around. When I run, I was in North Carolina for my anniversary. Shout out to March 328. We ran a half marathon on our anniversary.
That's it right there.
And when you see 80 and 90-year-olds out there running and placing, hello.
Yes.
So I want to give my body the best chance that it has to do the work that I've been called.
Come on now. See now, see that we're gonna have to add preaching to you.
Listen.
Because I was talking to someone on the track field this morning, and he's out there early, and he, a little older than I am, and we were talking that, hey, we're doing this now, so we can move later.
That's right.
And I thought we were literally just saying, I said, I don't want nobody having to push me around. Me having to ask somebody, hey, do you have time to take me to pick up some medicine, to take me to
dialysis?
Are you for kidding me? Guys, this just doesn't happen, though. You got to do something to help this along the way. And food matters.
Food matters.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's designed to, our bodies are designed to heal itself through nutrition.
Yes.
Proper nutrition. Everything comes back to some level of inflammation in the body.
It does.
And it is the food that we eat. The greatest inflaming food are those dairy products, and that's not even what we're talking about today. But it's a food
that's causing us to be sick.
It's causing us to be sick, and so when we're talking about long-term longevity, it is what we do right, because nothing sneaks up on us.
No.
High blood pressure does not sneak up on us. Borderline high cholesterol did not sneak up on me. It was the things that I was doing the previous 5 to 10 years got me to that point. And so then at that point, nothing sneaks up on us. So then we have to tiptoe our way. Since we think it sneak up on us,
Yes.
we got to sneak it off us.
And to that point where people think things sneak up on them.
Mm-hmm.
People have heart attacks and don't even know why.
Mm-hmm.
People have strokes and don't even know why.
Mm-hmm.
And my family, in particular my daughter, don't like for me to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You need to know what's making you sick. I don't care what you at least know what's killing you. And when you have a heart attack,
Mm-hmm.
you have had some sign, like you said, Lisa. It didn't sneak up on you. High cholesterol is that sign that your arteries can get clogged and there's a lot of fat in it, and you need to take some control, because when you have a heart attack, when you don't know why you had it, yes you do.
Yes, you do. And that's the hardest part. When something catastrophic happens, because everybody don't come back. Right.
That's
right. Everybody didn't come back from a heart attack. They don't come back from a stroke.
Right.
Those are the realities. But a greater reality is living with some type of amputation. And, that is, and we've talked about this before on here, the Mississippi Delta, and that's some work that my heart is being led to and some things. But the Mississippi Delta at one point, hadn't done my research in the last couple of this year, but was leading the nation in amputations.
Oh.
And so when we're thinking about what we're doing to have optimized health, we are responsible to make these daily decisions.
Yeah, and the sad thing about Mississippi, because I was looking at a report and you see we almost doubled the national rate when it comes to amputation in Mississippi.
Still there.
Yeah, and that's why I'm so passionate about making sure that we get this information out. That's why I'm so passionate about what you do and how you do it. And that's why we're calling this show Two Voices, One Mission, Transforming Mississippi with Food, because of some of the steps and things that you're going to take, that you're taking, and we're going to talk about it, another hour. But what would you say, and this is a myth, particularly the last part of this question, but what would you say to someone who feel like healthy eating is too hard and too expensive?
I love it.
I know you love that question. It's a loaded question.
So listen, y'all, if you know anything about your girl just your girl. Listen, I got the cut up spirit around here, and I was telling somebody, the cut up spirit gonna be on there in the morning. And so let me just go and cut up real quick. So when we talk about healthy eating, it's too hard, number one, and number two, too expensive. I'm gonna break down number one first, make it real simple.
Break it down for us, Niecy.
There is nothing. We got Easter coming up. Jesus rose from the dead. He rose Lazarus, and he can do that. But when we talk about hard, there is nothing harder than death.
Right.
So we have a choice. You mean to tell me, and people may, feel some kind of way, but that's okay. But you mean to tell me you have the information to live and to live well, and you continue to choose. Because it's hard for you, we invite you not to walk alone.
Right.
Because what we know is that we can do hard things. And we can do hard things well. But not only that, we can do hard things well in community.
Yes.
And so if you're around people in places that do not support the pathway that you're on, because everybody is not trying to live this life, people want to moderate their way to death because you're not moderating your way to life.
Right.
And so when people tell me, Regina, it's too hard, I understand it has been a journey. And I don't take that lightly. If you never practiced a different way before, that may be very challenging for you. But you don't have to do it alone. There is nothing. When I walked in UMC every other weekend, and I would walk on that 5th floor, on that trauma floor, and I would be in a position where I would see patients in the room with the medical providers, having these hard conversations with families.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard.
That's hard.
That's hard.
Down,
but when I make a decision that my life is worth the effort,
mm-hmm.
and this is the thing, because we in this Bible Belt, and we like to say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I'm asking Christ to strengthen you in your decision making. Mm-hmm. My favorite scripture, and with my company, it is on my website. 3 John 1 and 2. I pray that you will prosper and be in good health, even as your soul shall prosper. Mm-hmm. We accepted salvation, but what about this good health?
Right.
And so I understand that people are walking in spaces that are uncomfortable. Let's say it's uncomfortable, mm-hmm. but hard, hard. So yeah, and expensive. Mm-hmm. So let's just do the math. We're not even talking about gas, okay? Because let's talk about the fact that, and I break this down periodically on my live so people can get the analysis. When you think about if you're on high blood pressure medication, diabetes, whatever that is, what is the price that we pay? Mm-hmm. We're paying the price with our bodies. When we talk about it being too expensive, now I can go get me some chickpeas, mm-hmm. organic chickpeas, mm-hmm. for less than $2.
Yeah.
You're not going to go to a fast food restaurant and get nothing that's going to support your health for less than $2.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Even when I shop primarily on the outside mm-hmm. of the aisles, meaning it's fresh. Right. I shop on the outside. And when people tell me that it's too expensive, then I start to break down exactly what you're eating. Mm-hmm. If you're eating chicken, how much does that chicken cost compared to my beans, legumes, mm-hmm. and tofu?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying go eat tofu, but get the whole foods. You don't have to eat tofu, get the whole foods. Mm-hmm. But when I think about the idea that it's too expensive, I come back to the fact that from just a financial standpoint, it's really not.
Yeah.
When you break down whole food, the whole food plant-based aspect
right.
of it. And so I just challenge people's mindset, because we've been conditioned that healthy eating is expensive.
That's the key there. We've been conditioned simply because people wanted us to eat what they wanted us to eat. Mm-hmm. And I often say, if you want to be healthy, stay around, eat from the ground. You don't think of it this way. You don't hear people advertising broccoli. Because you don't hear people because there's not a lot of profit for them.
That's it.
That, okay?
That's it.
So you're going to hear about the things that's going to benefit them. And I always like to say it this way. The less man has to do with it, the healthier it is for you, because that means it's less processed. Mm-hmm. Take your hands off my food.
Take your hands off my food.
Let me go
processed foods.
And so the idea of us thinking that it's expensive, it was a loaded question for you. It's just we've been conditioned mm-hmm. to purchase mm-hmm. what people have processed, ultra processed.
Yes. Because you weren't even thinking about it until it came on TV.
Right.
Or on the radio.
Yeah.
You were not even thinking about it. Matter of fact, you packed your lunch.
Yeah. But then
your coworker got, I'm not going to call no name because we're not advertising for restaurants, but you see this bag. I hadn't had that in so long. We've been conditioned.
Yes.
And so that's the thing. It's a mindset shift. And your mindset matters. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're correct.
You are correct. And it's, again, we'll say that it's not easy. So, hello, caller. You on the air? Oh, that's mine. Wrong one. All right. That may be for somebody else. Okay, so Nisi.
Yes.
Marcus, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna come back and bring some brand new
Hey,
good news
yes.
to you. Again, you're listening to WPR 90.1. I have the my niece with me, the plant-based boss, and she is coming together with the fighters.
We're gonna be flexing and fighting. Yes,
we are.
Yes.
And we're gonna come back and share with you after the Who Am I. We're gonna share with you exactly how we're gonna be making it happen. So stay tuned. You're listening to the #1 show
on the radio.
The future in great health today. Every day, responsible self. Where the fighters we're fighting for health. The future in great health today. Every day, responsible self. Where the fighters we're fighting for health. The future in great health today. Every day, responsible self. Well, welcome back to My Help My Mississippi. And yes, if you're following the plant-based boss, if you're following My Help My Mississippi, you're a fighter, because we are fighting for
our health.
And you know why? Because our health is worth fighting for.
Yes.
I mean, come on now. You can't. Good health is just not gonna run you over. You got to go get it. I tell people all the time, you got to go get that good health. I call it GGTGH.
Hey, go get that good health. We gotta go get it. We gotta go get it.
It's not gonna come to you. You gotta go get it. Okay.
Yes.
So this part of the show is to kind of give you an item that will help you when you go get it to bring you that good health or that great health. Okay. I got that GGTGH.
Hey.
I got that great health. Okay, go get that great health. So listen. Here's a clue to who I am. This part of the show is sponsored by Plant-Based Plant Strong, and Plant Strong provides you with some healthy options. You can find them in Walmart. You can find them at some Walmarts. You can find them at Whole Foods. You can order through the mail. If you just want to go online, you can go to plantstrong.com/fighters fuel. Fighters fuel. Okay. It's like I want to get some of that fighters fuel into my system. Right?
Gotta
to
get
help
in
me
there.
do fight. Okay, so here are some clues to who I am. I wear layers, and no, I'm not cold. You'll often find me chopped up at cookouts and family gathering. I am crunchy when raw, but soft and tender when cooked. I am one of the main stars in a popular dish called coleslaw. Y'all got it now, right? Everybody got it now. I come in green, purple, and even white variety. I am low in calorie, but packed with nutrients. Hey, you want to get in good nutrition condition? I am packed with nutrients. I help your heart support your immune system. Listen, I help your heart and I help your immune system. Some people ferment me to make a tangy, probiotic-rich food. I grow in tight, round heads in the garden. You can steam me, saute me, or enjoy me fresh in salad. Hey guys, real quick. I support your heart. I help your immune system. I aid digestion. I reduce inflammation. I support healthy weight. I promote brain health. Why y'all think we so smart?
Mhm. We eat a lot of this.
Yes. And I strengthen your bones, help regulate blood sugar, and somebody got it. Good job. Everybody got it, brothers. I see you with it. Cabbage.
Cabbage.
Cabbage, I am.
Mhm.
Yes. Thank you for that. All right. Y'all are on it this morning. Marcus, did you get it?
Got
All
the
right,
page.
Marcus. Hey, we got to go get that good health.
We
Once
gotta
you
go
go and get that and put it into your system, now you can expect it to work for you, okay?
Mhm.
And this, you were saying it earlier. You get things in your body, right? And it's not, cabbage is so inexpensive.
It's very inexpensive.
And so once you put it in the body, now you can expect it to go get that great help for you.
It'll
But
work
if
for
you don't put it in the system, it can't go to work for you.
It can't
Hello?
work for you. It can't
It
work.
can't go to work for you. And so the plant-based boss needs, I'm so proud of you. You're doing a lot of things and you want to do even more.
Gotta do it
You
more.
want to do even more.
Yeah.
So again, guys, the reason we're titling this particular show, Two Voices, One Mission, Transforming Mississippi Through Food. And because the news is, everybody know me. I'm a food for life, plant-based chef. I show folks how to prepare good plant-based food. This is sponsored by PCRM.
Mhm.
PCRM stands for Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. And they started Food for Life. And I'm a Food for Life instructor. I've been there for 5 years. I've been showing folk how food can taste good,
Mhm.
inexpensive,
Mhm.
and be good
And be good for you. Mhm.
And so I have used this platform to reach literally thousands of people, and it has been grand. And so we need so many more Mississippi, and so I hired a headhunter to find one. And that is a joke. But y'all, the plant-based boss is going to be a Food for Life instructor. Can we give it up for her?
Can we
She's
give it up?
Yes.
Yes.
This is so cool. We're going to have 2 in Mississippi. That has never happened
That has never
before. Now, and y'all, she wakes up on 1,000 plus. So you know what's coming now. She's going to be a Food for Life
Food for
instructor
Life
to go along with
instructor.
all this other. So Lisa,
Yeah.
what made you want to be a Food for Life instructor? Tell the audience.
So I was inspired by Uncle Charles Smith.
All right.
Yeah. And so with Food for Life, not the work that I do now, do a lot of research, and so that I can share, so that people can have reliable, trusted information from someone they trust. And through Food for Life, this program, this opportunity,
Yes.
not that I won't keep researching,
Right.
but I will have an opportunity to be in the certification program with all the information by trusted individuals, medical providers. And so what inspired me was the opportunity to do more, to scale it higher, because Mississippi needs us.
Yes.
I pull up every Friday at 6:00 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I share information every single week. And so I want to be able to add to that in the kitchen. It's one thing for a medical provider to tell you, you need to change your diet.
Yes.
Well, baby, I've been like this for 50 years. What you mean I need to change? If I knew how to change it, I would have changed it by now, And so being able to be in communities, being able to go to areas such as, I'm very excited because even on my interview, I shared that I would love to do a lot of work in the Mississippi Delta.
Yes.
Look
out.
So yes,
Delta.
I want to partner with the Delta Health Alliance in areas in the Mississippi Delta to bring forth in-person cooking demonstrations so we can reduce the amputations in the nation from the state of Mississippi.
Wow.
So it's not just about teach me how to eat, it's teach me how to have a better quality of life.
Yes.
And we do that through having more information and being able to apply it. It ain't nothing you're doing nothing if you just take it in.
Right.
But what inspired me, one, you inspired me when I saw you out there. I said, what is he doing? What is he? And so just asking a few questions and then just knowing the impact that we can have together to move Mississippi from the bottom. I know that I believe with everything, every fiber of my being, that we can do great work here and have outcomes to improve people's health.
Absolutely.
I know people like data. They like data,
Mhm.
And so I know that when we start working with people and intentionally, BMI, become more intentional with putting our efforts where they're needed.
Yes.
And people trust us. They keep coming back. They're making these small changes. And they know they know you're gonna be there on Tuesday night. They know you're gonna be at an event. And so becoming a part of the bigger scale to be able to serve the citizens of the state of Mississippi. That is my desire.
Yes.
That is my desire.
Yes. Let's give it up one more time for you. See y'all.
Yes.
Listen, let me say that is so incredible. And I want to just say how proud I am of you. She sent me the video that she had to send in as far as becoming, qualified. It was so amazing. I'm so excited for what's to come.
Yes.
Here in Mississippi and throughout the nation, but particularly here in Mississippi, where we can share with people, because you know how we are. You gotta let us taste some stuff.
Because what is that? Plant-based,
Tell me,
that's right.
It's a platform where we can show people how to do it and let them taste it, feel it, and then they'll be more apt to do it. We got to do whatever it takes to get the information to you so that you would want to try it, because again, people have been getting to you other ways.
That's right.
And it's been the wrong way.
That's right.
We've been taught wrong for so long. And now we got to bring some right into your life.
That's
right.
right. That's
and
right.
share with you how you can make it taste good. People come to me all the time and say, Brother Charles, I got something, it's nasty, but it's good for No, you eat it. I don't want no nasty food.
No.
It has to be good. I love good tasting food.
I love it.
It just has to be good for my body. If it's not good for my body, it is non-negotiable. You see, I don't negotiate with liver and lungs and kidneys when I don't get them. Why?
Because like you said, nobody's standing in line to take
Nobody's trying to give me nothing.
So I'm excited. I'm excited for the work that we're going to be doing across the state. The partnerships for all those listening and opportunities that we'll have. You just blown up. You're everywhere every weekend. And so that's a lot of work for one person. And so I'm very excited to partner with you, to partner in the state, to do this great work, to make a difference, because we're going to recover the recoverable. And our health is recoverable.
I love it. We got to go get them.
We got to go get them. We're coming after y'all. We are coming after y'all because we're fighting for our health. It's been a journey, and it's a worthwhile journey. Y'all know that old blues song, anything working. You got to work for it. We got to work for our health. One thing at a time, not 10,000 things. One thing at a time. I'm super excited to be in the presence to do the live demonstrations.
Good, right?
Because people, again, the mindset is, oh, that look nasty. But have you tasted it? And so again, we've just been conditioned to convenience. And so convenience has been our destruction,
And so, guys, just to make it clear, we got the fighters and
the plant-based boss
coming together as Food for Life instructor. 2 voices, 1 mission, transforming Mississippi through food. Yes.
Whole food.
And we're coming, guys, and we're coming. And I'm just letting you know right now, she's waking up every morning on 1,000.
Okay.
But now with this Food for Life, it may be 2,000. Now she gonna be.
It's a big deal. It's huge.
It is absolutely incredible, because the people who have reached out to me and sent things to me, sharing with me how they have changed. It is so fulfilling just to know that we can impact people's lives this way, but yet to see that there's so much more to do. You know what really bothers me when I'm here in Mississippi like we are, and I see people with these amputations, and they don't even understand how diabetes type 2 even occur. They think it's sugar. We used to call it even sugar diabetes.
And we need to stop.
We do. And so you mentioned it, but the platform we have now where Dr. Bernard and his colleagues will be teaching how it starts, how science has proven it could be reversed, and how food can actually do that. And so with that being said, we're just going to need you all to tune in, be on the lookout, and wherever you hear the plant-based boss gonna be,
pull up,
be there.
Pull up.
Because it's gonna be on.
It's gonna be on.
And we're gonna have so much fun partying together and making some real things happen in the real Mississippi, because we don't have to be first in everything that's bad when it comes to our health. It is not mandatory.
It's not mandatory. And not only is it not mandatory, it is not, and I repeat, it is not in your DNA.
Absolutely.
And that's a lot of what we grew up on as well, in terms of, just really educating, because my grandmother, had, it wasn't sugar diabetes, it was fat diabetes. That's where the diabetes was fat. Yes. So it makes you insulin resistant. But my grandmother had diabetes. My father died of a massive heart attack. My brother died at the age of 33 of a massive heart attack. And so several of my aunties, left here prematurely, with these preventable health conditions. And so even through seeing all of that, I still understand that it's not in my DNA.
Yes.
And so even though our DNA may load the gun, it's something, it's in there. The bullet is in there. It has the propensity. However, it is my lifestyle that will pull the trigger, and I either cross that line from borderline. So I refuse to let that line be crossed. And so that's my encouragement, is that it's not in your DNA.
It is more
the
than DIET.
It's more than DIET. It is your decisions that we make on a daily basis. So I just really want to, reiterate in the space that just because your grandmother, your grandfather, your uncle, your father, if 10 people, your whole heritage done died of whatever, it was the lifestyles that they lived. And so now you have information today to make some different decisions. So if you walk 30 days on a whole food plant-based diet, your markers will begin to shift.
They will begin to shift for sure. And let me just say this. What you said about the pulling the trigger is self-destruction.
It's self-destruction.
And we may have some of the things that that can trigger it, but if we don't pull no trigger, we won't self-destruct.
That's right.
And so what we have to do is to realize that we can't change the liver that we have. We can change how it performs by giving it what it needs, because the liver is going to do what the liver is supposed to do. And if we want it to work at its maximum, we got to give it the nutrient that it needs to do so.
That's it.
So we're giving it nutrition so that it can become in good condition. Okay, that's what nutrition does. You can go around and say, I'm just a meat and potato guy. Okay, that's fine. But you're going to be deficient in so many areas, because you can't tell the liver it don't need nutrition.
That's
You didn't put it there.
You didn't put it there.
You can't do that. You can't change what it is. You can only affect the way it operates.
That's it.
Am I right?
That's it.
I watched the kidney machine act and operate like a kidney, but it couldn't take the place of a kidney.
It couldn't. Our bodies, through food, can be healed.
Absolutely.
Can be healed. We can do hard things. I want to repeat that because we can do hard things. Whether we can or we can't, you are absolutely correct. So what are you telling yourself?
Yes.
And so I continue to make daily decisions. Because I can't play with my cholesterol.
Come on now.
I go back to the doctor in May. I'll come back on the show after to give y'all my data.
Oh,
But one of the things that was a matter with me is rest. And that's a conversation that we'll have to really get into the impact of lack of rest on our cardiovascular system and our health. And so that's I just gotta drop that there, that you can be doing all the things, but if you're not properly resting and allowing your body to restore, overnight, then that's gonna be problematic as well. So we want your whole health, not part or piece of it.
Right. And again, let me just say, the good health is not gonna come to you.
You gotta go get it.
I wrote this when I was in high school. What you want in life, go get it. What you need in life, go get it. Waiting won't get it. You gotta get it. Now again, we're not saying it's easy. Okay,
but it's doable.
If you've been a part of any of my shows, you've heard me say it's not easy to change how I'm eating, but I'm willing. If it change how I'm feeling, my body needs healing.
Come on now.
I'm for real. I wanna change how I feel. So today I'm starting with my plant-based meal. Hey, do all y'all.
Yes.
We're coming. So Nisa, tell people how they can reach out to you before we leave today. And go ahead.
Before we get out of here, I am Regina L. Lacken, certified licensed social worker. I also am a lifestyle health specialist, plant-based boss. What does that mean? I pull up and I offer and walk alongside you on your health journey. And so you can reach me on my website, www.reginalallackking. Follow me on Instagram at Regina Lacken, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, Regina L. Lacken. My YouTube channel is Doing Life Well with Regina. I go live every Friday at 6:00 a.m. Central Standard Time in the Coaches Cafe for what we call Figured Out Friday.
And she's on 2000.
And I'm on 2000. Listen. I will be in Chicago, Illinois. For anybody out there in the Chicago, Illinois land, June 25th through the 28th, I was selected. I had to audition to speak at the Black Christian Influencers Conference in Chicago, Illinois.
They did it right.
Yes,
you, girl.
Use code Regina L for $50 off if you're in the Chicago area. I would love for you to pull up. It's a 4-day experience. I'm just a small part of it, but it's bringing the people to come get the message of the Lord. So stay on the lookout. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Check out my merch and things on my website that'll support you on your health journey.
And she's gonna be a regular on the show, guys. She's gonna be a Food for Life instructor. She starts your class.
My class starts April 28th, which is one day before my 50th birthday. 50 is the new 50. Yes. Okay, y'all. 50 is the new 50.
Could you flex one
more
time?
Flex like this. Powered by plants. Okay. Yeah.
That's it.
We are powered by plants.
Guys, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for staying in touch with us, letting us know that we are the #1 show on the radio. You can always reach me at myhelpmymississippi.com. And once you get there, you can follow me on Instagram. And, just click on the little icon and follow me on YouTube and Facebook. We love to hear from you. I'm so thankful that we have a platform right here on WMPR 90.1, the #1 station that's bringing you some healthy, helpful information.
Yes.
Standing on the shoulders of giants who brought us to this far. And it's our job.
It's our job
to take us further.
Take us further.
And you got one more time. the fighters,
and the
plant-based
plant-based balls.
we
Food for
taking you
life.
there, guys.
Food for life instructors in the state of Mississippi.
Coming to get y'all.
Coming to get you.
Take us out, Marcus. Y'all have a great evening, a great morning. Yes.
The future in great health. Today, every day, responsible self. We're the fighters, we're fighting for your health. The future